Week 17. Week 17 recap, y'all. Coming at you. I'm a little late. I know the request been coming in. Where's the video? The last video and all that shit. Look, man, it's busy. The holidays come around. I get, busy and occupied. But y'all didn't think I was really gonna not give you the video, did you? Come on now. This is gonna be a fun one. I've been looking forward to this one. 31-2. 31-2 on Christmas. Merry Christmas to Ravens Nation. That's 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row we got a dub on Christmas. Last year was the 49ers. Smacked them up. Everybody talked about how great we look. Okay, this year was the Texans. Smacked them up. Everybody talked about how great we look. That game reminded me just exactly of the 49ers game last year. Now, it wasn't, that big of a blowout, but it was a dominant performance. And where did it get us? I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer. I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news. I'm not trying to be the rain cloud and pessimistic and all this shit. I'm simply asking the question, where did that get us? Which brings me to my point that championships are not won in a regular season. Super Bowls are not won in a regular season. I don't care how good you look in a regular season. Cool. That was an amazing win. Okay? Bravo. It was an amazing win. But it was an amazing win. We look good. It was on Christmas. That's great and all. What are we going to do with it? What are we going to do with it? Are you going to get to January and, win? Because nobody cares about that win when the playoffs start. Nobody gives a fuck. Okay? They don't. Nobody's going to talk about how we smacked up the Texans 31-2 on Christmas if we lose in the playoffs. They're simply not. Okay? So I need everybody to understand where I'm coming from here. That's two pretty impressive performances. The last two games. And that's 3 games in 10 days. And we did well. Okay, we went 3-0 in 10 days. Giants. That's 3 impressive in a row. Giants, Steelers, and Texans. And we're at home against the Brownies. If we do what we're supposed to do and handle our business, then we should go into the playoffs riding a 4-game winning streak. All that being said, what are we going to do with it? So, I'll leave that to be determined because we don't know yet. Okay, I'm simply asking a question. And now I'm going to talk about the game. Okay. Todd got it right in terms of the game. When Harbaugh and Monken coach and they coordinate with each other and are on the same page like that, this team is unbeatable. We're unbeatable. But in all 5 losses, we find a way to beat ourselves, whether it was a missed kick, the play calling, not running the football with Derrick Henry, who, by the way, had 27 carries in this game, and that's what the fuck I'm talking about. That shit is what I'm talking about. He's a workhorse. Treat him as such. Okay? 27 carries for 147. The man was unstoppable. Lamar only had to throw the ball 18 times. We only had, I think, 2 receivers with more than 1 catch in the game. I'm going to look it up right now. Pretty sure Zay Flowers had 2 receptions. Let's see here. Let's see if I'm right about it. Yep. Mark Andrews and Zay Flowers each had 2. Everybody else had 1 except for Derrick Henry. So, and Lamar only had to throw the ball 18 times. So, when you look at that type of offensive dominant performance that we can put up 31 points and not even throw the football, is what makes the losses to the Raiders and the losses to the Browns and these stupid losses hurt, and the losses to the Eagles hurt even more, because this team is capable of so much more. And it's just frustrating, man. It's just frustrating. Maybe I'm rejuvenated from the Christmas break. Maybe I got a little more energy in today's video. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just calling it how I see it. Happy holidays to everybody. Happy New Year. Cheers to that. Cheers to a Ravens win. You know, the defense has looked better since Adarius. You know, since Adarius been a starter and moving over Kyle, benching Marcus Williams, having a bye week, Zach Orff and Dean Pease, unfortunately, who I don't like, but he came in. We got it right. We've gotten it right since then. Now, do I think we sustain it? That remains to be seen, but I'd be lying if I sat here and said the defense hasn't improved since the bye week. It has. It's improved since we benched Marcus Williams, quite frankly. The pass rush has been dialed up, you know? Pass rush has been dialed up. Man, we had like 5 sacks. We had like 5 sacks in the game. You know, and now we're getting sacks from Ojabo, Owe, guys who haven't, I'm sorry, it might not have been Ojabo, but I've seen him in there getting busy. Owe, most definitely, the breakthrough. Kyle Van Noy continues. Matabike, it's like we're finding ways to get to the quarterback, even though we may lack the pass rushers. Malik Harrison, I don't know what we're doing there. We're starting him over Simpson. Something, I don't know. Maybe because he's a better pass rusher. He's versatile. He can play the edge inside. I don't really know what's going on with that, but whatever it is, it seems to have fixed the defense as well. You know? The tweaks and stuff like that is what a coaching staff is supposed to do. They're supposed to find the weak links, make the adjustments, and fix it. And it seems like we've done that. And it's been more or less a good thing to see. I'm like, what is going on? But it hasn't been as impressive of a season as we expected it to be, but down the stretch in the second half, it has. Since the bye week, it has. We've looked pretty fucking good. Getting King Henry primed up for the stretch run is huge. Getting him ready to go, like, bro, them 27 carries, you're gonna carry that in the playoffs. We are going to lean on you to put less stress on Lamar. That's why you were brought here. We don't need Lamar to be Peyton Manning in the pocket. We need him to turn around, hand the ball off to you, and if that doesn't work, use his legs or use his arm, or whatever the case may be, is what we need. It was an impressive win. Where is it going to get us? I keep coming back to the same question. So where do we go from here? Let's see. Browns next, and then it looks like we're going to have another Harbaugh round 4. Something tells me Jim has got something up his sleeve this time for older brother. I don't want to think that. Of course I want us to win, but the odds of beating your brother 4 times in a row are very hard. The fact that he's done it 3 in a row is impressive in itself, and I'm not going to put the credit on him for that. I'm simply not. 2 of those wins came when he had Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Terrell Suggs, Haloti Ngata, all them guys, okay? Anquan Bolden, Joe, Ray Rice, you know. Vontae Leach, I could go down the list. Torrey Smith, all the vets, Bernard Pollard, all them guys, man. This year, we look good too. We look good against them. You know, we got the dub. But something just tells me that if we match up with them, yeah, it's going to be at our crib. Because, I mean, we beat the Browns, we win the North. We beat the Browns, we Kings of the North. Which means that we're at least hosting one in the wild card. And if it's the Chargers, this is going to be up to Harbaugh and the coaching staff to figure out a plan, because Jim's going to be ready this time. He's going to be ready this time Justin Herbert's going to be ready this time. The ex-Ravens, you think they don't want to come into Baltimore? J.K., Gus Edwards, Hayden Hurst, Bozeman, Tony Jefferson, all these ex-Ravens, you think they don't want to come into Baltimore? Greg Roman? You think they don't want to come into Baltimore and beat us? Man, they absolutely want to. As a matter of fact, this might be a matchup they want, to be honest with you. So, as the Monday night game is about to start here, I want to get this video in. Finish up week 17. You know, it's been a grind for your boy. It's like 4 videos in 2 weeks, but it's all good. I do it for the love. This team right now is priming up for a stretch run if the coaching staff can get it right. That is constantly our own worst enemy. The penalties, the play calling, the coaching, the in-game management, all that shit. It never really comes down to the players. It never really comes down to the performance on the field. It's about the play calling to put the guys in, the position on the field. The penalties, the discipline, all the little things that continue to beat us have got to be fine-tuned before we start this playoff run. So what's going to be different than last year, I ask you? We'll see. Hopefully, the play calling. Because everybody knows if we run the football against the Chiefs, that score does not look that way. Do we win the game? That remains to be seen. But, hopefully we learned our lesson from last year. But I said that last year, and I said hopefully we learned our lesson from the Tennessee game in 2019 when we only ran the ball 8 times in the playoffs, and everybody acts like they forgot that game. That's when my disdain for Harbaugh started. Is when you allowed Greg Roman. We broke rushing records all season long. The best thing we did was run the football, and you gave up on it in the playoffs because you fell behind by 2 scores. 2 scores. 2 scores. But the team that we were playing with Derrick Henry, if they fell behind 2 scores, guess what they would have did? You get a heavy Henry all day. Heavy dose. But we panicked. We started throwing the football all over the field. We lost again. Fast forward to last year, I'm like, okay, Harbaugh, don't do the same. He did the same goddamn thing. Different OC, same result. So, once again, we've crossed this bridge before. We've come to this mountain before. We've gotten up this mountain before. But the difference in the team from 08 to 2012 and now is they had Ray Lewis. They had Ray Lewis to make you believe that we could win no matter what. Hey, fuck it if this is our 5th time in a row being here. I believe all 4 previous times because we had Ray. And we had Ed. We don't have them guys, man. It's up for Harbaugh to lead. Harbum. I don't even like calling him Harbaugh. But I'll show you the respect. You gotta lead, Harbaugh. You have to lead, or somebody on this team has to lead and get this team to understand that you have to exercise your demons in January, man. You have to. Those demons continue to haunt us, whether it's, beating ourselves, play calling, underachieving, whatever you want to say. Quite frankly, point blank, we haven't gotten it done. Period. So now, let's not overlook the Browns because they have nothing to play for. Okay? We have seeding to play for. Okay? We want to hold on to that 3rd seed. We want to win the North. So I'll leave it at that. And get ready for Saturday. Get ready for Saturday, man. We coming at you again on Saturday. 3rd game in a row we haven't played on a Sunday. And that's fine with me. But, yeah, pretty much said what I had to say, man. Y'all know how I feel. I haven't wavered all year. I'm not going to waver now. Do I believe in this team? I really want to. I really want to. But I've seen this movie before, and I hope it's a different outcome this time. So Saturday, let's go ahead, win the North, wrap that up, and get ready for January, and then it's really on. Okay, no more time to bullshit around, no more time to pussyfoot, no more time to be a bonehead. It's go time. All right, going to week 18, man. I'll catch y'all next week. Woo-hoo.